Hello, everyone. The title of my presentation is Sharing Deep Generative Representation for Perceived Image Reconstruction from Human Brain Activity. Okay, this is the outline of my talk. It covers 4 parts. First, the background for brain encoding and decoding. The relationship between human video experience and the evoked brain activity is very important for the field computational neuroscience and brain-machine interface. The encoding model aims to predict the brain activity from external stimuli, while the decoding model aims to predict the information about external stimuli from brain activity. In this talk, we focus on brain decoding. And generally speaking, brain decoding covers 3 parts: the classification, the recognition, and the reconstruction. The reconstruction task aims to predict the pixel of an image from its brain activity, and it is the most difficult task. To do so, we need to overcome 2 big challenges. And the first is the fMRI data noise. The second is the high dimensionality of limited data instance. For video image reconstruction, traditional method usually build a model to capture the unidirectional mapping from brain activity to video image. But such a unidirectional model is data hungry. I mean, it needs a lot of data set, a large scale data set to train such a model. But in reality, we only have a small amount of paired data. So our idea is to build a bidirectional model to capture the bidirectional mapping between the video image and the brain activity. From a machine learning perspective, this is autoencoder. We can do encoding mapping from pixel space to voxel space, and then we can do the inverse mapping from voxel space to pixel space. Using the reconstruction error, our model can leverage large-scale unpaired data. So it is a closed loop. Based on this idea, we propose a deep generative multi-view framework for video image reconstruction from human brain activity. The key assumption in this framework is the video image and the evoked brain activity are generated from a same latent representation. Then the video image reconstruction problem can be casted as the Bayesian inference of the missing view in such a multi-view framework. For video image view, we use the deep neural network for inference and generative model. Previous study have shown that a deep neural network can capture the stages of human video processing. For model training, we use the variational autoencoder, a scalable variational Bayesian method. For brain activity view, since the fMRI data is usually have a lot of noise and the dimensionality is usually very high, so we use the linear model to avoid overfitting. And voxel correlations are also considered to depress the noise. For brain encoding, given the new visual image, we can get the latent representation using the deep reference network. And then we can predict the brain activity by the linear generative model. And for decoding, given the new brain activity, we can get the latent representation by the Bayesian inference, and then we can use the deep generative network to reconstruct the image. Okay, this is the probabilistic graphic model of our framework. We have two likelihood terms. The first one is for video images, and the second is for fMRI patterns. Okay, we first introduced three public datasets used in our experiment. The first dataset is handwriting characters. It contains 6 characters in the word prince. And the second dataset used in our experiment is binary contrast patterns. The training set and the test set look like this. The third dataset is handwriting digital, but it only contains 6 and 9. Here is several example for the video image. We compare the 4 methods as the baseline. And it contains the shallow method and a deep method, a unidirectional model and a bidirectional model, such as the Bayesian CC and the deep convolutional neural network. Okay, here we show the reconstruction result. The first row is our original image, and the last row is the reconstruction result of our method. Middle rows are the result of our compared method. We can see from those 3 figures, the reconstruction result of our method is very similar to the original image. But for the compared method, their results are often blurry. And we also give some quantitative analysis. The image similarity metric we use includes the Pearson correlation analysis, mean square error, and the structure similarity index. The numerical results have shown that the result of our method is the best. For example, we use the spot vector machine and the convolutional network as the classifier, and the classification accuracy of our method is the highest. Overall, we have proposed a deep generative multi-view framework for perceived image reconstruction from human brain activity. And the experiment results have demonstrated the superiority of our method. But for more complex natural image, we need more training data. And finally, our model is a general framework. It can be used to other decoding tasks. For example, the speech reconstruction from human auditory cortex. In the future, several extensions can be done. For example, if we use the supervised information in the generative process, we can do low-level pixel decoding and the high-level semantic decoding simultaneously. And if we use multi-subject information in the generative process, we can predict the brain activity of one person from another, and we call it a brain-to-brain translation. For reference, we have put our paper on the arXiv, and here is a report about our work made by MIT Technology Review. I will display my poster tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
The floor is now open for questions. Maybe to get the crowd going, I will start with, maybe I'll ask a question. You have a question? Oh, okay. I'll start by asking a question. So I was wondering if you looked if the ability to reconstruct particular images varies across different visual areas. Maybe V1 does better than other areas, or if it's better for your algorithm if you use information from many areas at the time. So have you looked at that?
Yeah, if we have more information about the video image, besides the brain activity, and if we have other modality, we can use our proposed multi-view model to fusion multi-modality to get the more accurate reconstruction result.